in Mexico City is home to our boxing card tonight, and it's headlined by a heavyweight clash. Good evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you ringside. This is just the second fight at heavyweight for the former middleweight prospect, the American Andre Bishop. Tonight, Bishop will face Raul Castillo. So round one is underway between Bishop and Castillo. We'll give you something to look for. At least what we've been hearing out of the Bishop camp is that they're very conscious of the body punching of Castillo. So look for Bishop to try to defend that well. He returns the favor with an uppercut. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Teddy, typically in a fight like this, when we have a power puncher against a real high stamina, well-conditioned fighter, what adjustments do you usually see made for that?
Well, one of the adjustments is on the side of the power puncher. He may find out that he better stop looking for home runs, stop swinging for the fences. He may have to adjust his game where he's using the jab more, looking for singles and doubles, not just that big one over the fence. Bishop has to shore up that defense. He is taking far too many body shots from Castillo. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. Castillo's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. Castillo's in a real tough spot now. There's no doubt about it that the eye has worsened. That cut is really looking ugly right here. What does he have to think about right now? Is it time to just take the realization that, hey, this fight could end at any moment? Yeah, well, there's two things to that. First of all, the cutman's done his job. He's put the coagulants in there. Now he has to give them time to work. He's got to be elusive. He can't get hit on it for a little while. But also, he has to find a way for offense to stem the tide, to keep the opponent from just walking right in.
Okay, keep pushing. Get some space and then throw the hook, all right? Just step to the side, but step off with the hook. Better.
Go out and get it. Go out and fight this guy. Take it to these guys. You have to go.
Here we go. Round two is underway.
More defense.
Little head hunting with the left. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. He got good, solid right hand. There it is! There he goes! He goes down from that headshot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom. He comes back with the left hand again. Good job. It was sudden, it was fast, it was direct by Andre Bishop.
Gotta see he's coming.
This is becoming like a crime scene here. Castillo's DNA is splattered throughout that ring.
And you know it's going to influence the fight, not only where maybe he gets a little discouraged, he gets a little down, but maybe his opponent, and there's a big maybe he gets a little careless now going in there for the kill. And maybe that could be an opportunity for him.
To the head he goes with a left hand. Lands flush with the combination upstairs.
little head hunting with the right. Crashes home with a hook.
Deep breath. Relax. Relájate. Relax. Are you all right? I need you to keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
Castillo's got to be so careful here, Teddy. He was knocked down in the last round, and you know his opponent's going to be gunning for him here at the start of this round.
But this is where you walk a tightrope, so to speak, because if he's too careful, as you alluded to, guess what? His opponent walks in, and the fight's going to get stopped. So, yeah, he's got to be smart, but he's also got to pitch something at his opponent, chuck something at his opponent to keep him off a little bit, too.
Good effective work with that straight right hand. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
You know, Bishop's opponent has set a pretty good pace here tonight, and I don't think Bishop has reacted well to it. He's fading a bit.
Yeah, he's got his mouth open a little bit. There's two problems there. One, you're telling your opponent, I'm tired. The other is you have your mouth open. That's a loose joint now. You get hit on the jaw, you can get a broken jaw.
Well-targeted two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. Right to the head with that right. Sound jab by Andre Bishop. Targeting that jab with the right hand behind it. A knifing left hand by Andre Bishop. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Andre Bishop. Bishop's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Wow! That is it. Gone. See ya. You are done. Out of here. Fight over. One punch over. So yet another interesting chapter written in the book of Andre Bishop. This time, a knockout win for Andre. For Teddy Atlas, this is Joe Teddy.
Mexico City was a big success. People are talking about Andre Bishop again. Welcome back.
It feels good to be back. Thanks, Megan, for everything.
I know Franco and my father set you up. I can't prove it, but I know it. You wouldn't do something like that. I know what kind of man you are. And I know what kind of man my father is.
You know, it doesn't even matter anymore. I did the time.
It matters to me, Andre.
So what now?
We gotta get you cleaned up.
Well, will you look at this, huh? You don't look like a bum no more.
Thanks, Gus.
Hey, thank me later. Let's get to work. Come on. Come on. Nice work, Megan.
You too, Gus.
Big step up, kid. This next guy is a legit top 20 heavyweight. Now, people still think that you can't hang with the big guys. They think that you're just a blown-up middleweight. Well, I say, fuck 'em. People say that I'm just maybe a crazy old man. And if you think about it, maybe they're right. Maybe I am just a crazy old man. But you know something? It isn't what people think, Andre. In boxing, it's about what you know. What you know in your gut. What you know in your heart. And I know in my heart, you got what it takes. And I know in your heart, you know you got what it takes. When you come right down to it, all that matters is heart.
Well, this could be a major hurdle to overcome for Andre Bishop. Look at this replay. I believe this is where he hurts that right hand.
All right, kid, how you doing?
Right hands, bro.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
What do you want to do?
Use my left.
It's all about heart, kid. It's all about heart. And a good stiff left jab. Come on, Alan.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here.
Uppercut.
A razor-sharp
Keep
hook to the
moving.
head by Meldrick Johnson. Scored well with that right-handed Meldrick Johnson. Johnson's left now getting into the mix. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. Scores up top with a left. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
Meldrick Johnson's the victim of a powerful hook. He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. Be interested to see early on here how much an advantage there is with speed. Johnson's full of it. He has blazing hands, Teddy.
Can he keep it up all night long? I think he's going to have to.
And there's the left hand working well for him again. Little setup punch. 1, 2, 2 jabs to the body. What a sharp, piercing hook by Andre Bishop. And he's holding. 2 snapping jabs by Andre Bishop. That's a big hook by Andre Bishop that time. His opponent felt it. Johnson smashed by a hook. A well-placed left hand up top. Flipping him with that uppercut. Big shot by Andre Bishop.
Let's visit the body, okay? Visit the body with some hooks, and that'll open up the head shots. Hook downstairs, then upstairs. Up and down, right? Come on. Listen. Best defense.
That was your round, Andre. You're winning this fight. You won that round.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been seemingly in control and now maybe out of control after getting hit there.
But what you just said, Joe, that is really what's the enemy of his right now is nothing was coming at him. He was winning too easily. And for a minute, he let up. And bang.
Gets rid of that effort. Here's the bad news for Andre Bishop. He is not able to land that left hand, and that's all he has. Johnson's just not throwing many jabs here tonight, Teddy. I know that really bothers you. You like a guy that commits to the jab, don't you?
Well, that's boxing 101. I mean, that's the fundamentals. And it has so many areas where it serves you. I mean, it sets up your punches, it sets up the offense, but it controls your defense. Keeps a guy at a certain distance, gives the guy something to think about. Just the most basic thing in the world.
He scores with the jab there.
You know, Joe, a lot of times you think about a jab being used by an outside guy, but to get inside, you need a cover. And there, right there, was the cover.
Good job with another left hand. Double jab right to the face. Both guys have a lot to be proud of with their performances in this round so far, and they still want to give more. What an encore in this final minute.
If you were a kid, you would feel that you're on one of those rides at Space Mountain. I mean, it's just extraordinary.
Accurate jab brings the right hand.
your head.
He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out.
Hit the body.
Hits him in the mug with the right. Nice work, the left hand to the head. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Meldrick Johnson.
Keep your hands up.
So Andre Bishop returns to trainer Gus Carisi after being tagged in that last round. What is Gus going to say to him?
Well, he's going to say something like, as soon as those birds stop singing in your head, concentrate on why you got hit. You didn't move your head after your last punch. Don't let that happen again.
Andre Bishop's recuperative powers are proving to be very strong right here. This is the start to the round he wanted to have, coming off a round where he was clearly damaged. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Solid hook. Johnson's right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. And now he's targeting upstairs. Bishop's doing well here with that two-punch combination. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
And now another left. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Bishop's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. That's a big hook to the head by Andre Bishop. Andre Bishop's combination punching is working well here. This is not a good sign for Andre Bishop. It appears that he's slowing at this point.
Yeah, what he needs to do is start placing his shots a little bit. But right now, as you just alluded to, he's just not throwing.
There's another left hand from him. Look at that combination by Andre Bishop. Scored well up top. And round 4 comes to an end.
Gotta move forward and get close to this guy. When you get inside, I need you to chop to that body. Just chop. Keep hitting that body, all right? Body shots to the inside. Let's go.
All right, you look great. Just don't get crazy, man. No need for that. Box smart for me. I want to see more jabs. Keep your distance. Wait for the opening, okay?
An interesting footnote to what we're seeing here tonight with Andre Bishop. We showed you the replay earlier where it appeared that he hurt his right hand in the first round. The word we're getting is that those in the know say he actually had injured that hand during his prison stay. You see him holding on. Bishop's hand speed is right now the difference. Teddy, you got faster hands, you're halfway home.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, is to be able to do that. But there is a way to negate it, to counter it, and that's to time the punches. Timing can beat speed.
Body
Get close to him. Relax. Combos.
He comes back with the left hand again. Nice combination by Andre Bishop. Up top with the right hand. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. How about that hook by Andre Bishop? Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Oh, and they decide to trade there. How about that left hand?
Keep working the jab.
Quick snapping hook, and it does damage. Johnson's cut, and you can see blood coming from his mouth. Now, I don't know if maybe the mouthpiece caused that, but the bottom line is that he can be swallowing that, and that can take away from his win and conditioning.
Cover your head, kid.
And he just holds on there. A headshot blocked.
Nice.
Last 10 seconds. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Andre Bishop showing his superiority in that last round. That was an easy 3 minutes for him, and he's got momentum.
Yeah, what I like about him is we know that he has good ability, speed, power, but he also has the technique. That is the car that's going to drive the ability to where he wants to go.
Let's go. What are you waiting? You want this fight? Then let's get moving out there.
As this fight continues, it's becoming obvious that Bishop is actually comfortable winning this fight just with that left hand. This is impressive stuff. And oh, what a good strong uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Oh, you see him with the left to the head there? Bishop's got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
So you hear the saying where people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
Targeting that hook upstairs by Meldrick Johnson. A well-placed overhand right. Very nice work with the double jab up top. A quick, devastating hook by Andre Bishop. Wow, a big punch just crashes home on Andre Bishop.
The only good thing is he's been here before. With all that amateur experience, he has been hurt before. He knows how to behave.
A well-timed hook by Andre Bishop.
Work the body.
There's the hook by Andre Bishop. That was well scored. And there's the left hand working well for him again. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head.
Finish with the hook.
You see what happened? Andre Bishop is in a bad spot right now. He is damaged. If I'm Bishop, I clinch, I tie up, I just hug that big tree opposite me. Johnson's once again the target of a hook. This is what Andre Bishop talked to us about. He said if I could target any one punch, it's going to be that big hook. Well, hit the target that time. Solid hook upstairs. And makes that nice right angle on that hook upstairs.
You gotta let your hands go.
You watch this kind of an effort tonight by Andre Bishop, and you completely understand why his trainer, Gus Carisi, says the things he says about him.
Yeah, and you understand why he thinks he will be a star. Not just a champion, but a guy who will draw crowds. And I'm not surprised, or at least I wouldn't be surprised if he's not in the corner right now telling him, go out there and close the show.
Get some water, you know.
So a fresh round is underway, but is it a fresh fighter? Bishop's corner is hoping so. Based on what we saw at the end of the last round, who knows?
Well, his corner should also be hoping that his opponent across the way doesn't come out here like the executioner to get this over with, because if he does, I think it's over.
Johnson's rocked by a huge hook to the head. There's the combo to the body. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch out. Look at that. He just fought the other guy's fight, and now it's not his fight at all. He is down.
No, he should have been on the inside. He pulled out into a world of trouble, a world of punches.
Johnson's now getting back up off the canvas. Oh, he's in bad shape here. He's stunned and he's wobbly.
The only thing he has going for him is he's not a fighter that uses his legs anyway. You can't use him right now. He's a guy that likes to move his head. He's got to start doing that. Try to cement those feet down the best he can and get some head movement.
Good job with another left hand. Showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Johnson's inconsistencies are really showing up now. At times he has shown defense tonight. Other times, with what we've seen recently, he's getting hit by the left hand. Yeah, what he has to do is now make the adjustment. Super two-punch combo by Andre Bishop. He's committed to that left hand, and it's working out. It has been a very consistent night by Andre Bishop. He has built up a lead on the scorecards, and nothing but good praise coming from trainer Gus Carissi. And he has such a cushion. Don't be shocked. It happens in this business, believe me. If his trainer doesn't tell him, you know what? Work with him a little bit. Don't get careless. But work on things, carry him a little bit, get some rounds.
Your lungs, all right? You're fighting his game plan. Box intelligently for me, all right? Come on, you're more intelligent than this. Let's go. Let's go.
It's been that kind of night for Andre Bishop. Everything he does works. One more round to keep it that way.
And as a trainer, you might remind him of that movie if he watched it, The Gambler. You know, where the guy thought that he went to bed and all his teams were winning at halftime. He woke up, he found out that he owed a lot of money. And he said, "What are you doing?" And the guy said, "Charlie, maybe no one told you, we don't pay you off at halftime. This fight's not over. Keep your concentration."
Johnson's showing us that he is willing to stick with the game plan. But Teddy, that game plan saw him knocked down earlier in this fight. What would you be telling him?
You know, in some ways I tell him good, because you have to go with what you have. You know, you can't completely change. That's not possible in the course of the fight. You are who you are. So it's not the game plan necessarily, Joe, or the style that's wrong. It's the execution of the game plan. That has to be done better.
Well-targeted right hand by Johnson. Good flush shot upstairs. Scoring well with that hook by Johnson. Johnson's on the bad end of a flush, solid hook. Solid left hand to the head. And now he scores well with the straight right. Return to sender with the left hand. Good biting, snapping shot by Andre Bishop. And now another left. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. Bishop's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Completely one-sided fight. At least that's the way we saw it.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw it any other way, you'd have to put a warning out the next time these judges judge a fight, kind of like on a pack of cigarettes. You know, this could be hazardous to your health. I mean, these guys could be hazardous to your career if they scored any other way.
Here's the official decision.
Isaac, what do you think of Andre Bishop as a challenger?
I think you're an idiot for asking me that question. You get paid to do this? It's your first show? Challenger. I think it'll be a challenge not to kill Andre Bishop. Little Andre can't even throw a punch without breaking his hand.
Those were Isaac Frost's words just a few short months ago after Andre Bishop apparently hurt his hand in a fight right here on ESPN. After only taking a short break to let the hand mend, Andre Bishop back in action tonight against heavyweight contender Reggie Stewart. Many are interested to see if the injury will have lingering effects on Bishop in what should be a very entertaining heavyweight matchup. Let's go back ringside to Joe and Teddy.
Boardwalk Hall here in Atlantic City, the next stop for the heavyweight career of one Andre Bishop.
How's it feel?
Feels good. Feels real good.
Good. Because you gotta knock this guy out with it. It's time to show the world that Andre Bishop is as good as new.
Bishop's had this experience so many times, and success has always come on the back end of these ring wars. It's his focus at this moment that delivers it.
I made it to the eye of the storm, feeling torn like they fed me to the lions. Before my time start to wind down like the Mayans, I show them how I got to grind down like a science.
Stewart's ring walk, he just exudes confidence, carrying himself like a champion. Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, home to our heavyweight fight tonight between Andre Bishop and Reggie Stewart. Of course, Bishop has been labeled the comeback kid. Now trying to make a go of it as a heavyweight, the former middleweight, fast-rising prospect hurt his right hand in his last fight against Meldrick Johnson. Now he's back, and trainer Gus Carisi is not worried, telling anybody who would listen, Bishop is fine. The right hand is healed, and watch out, he's on the attack.
Well, that's easy for him to say, but the fighter has to feel that it's all right. You know, it's a mental thing. In the gym with the big gloves, with the headgear, yeah, it's been okay. Now with the small gloves, no headgear, early on, you have to wonder whether or not there's going to be a little hesitation in throwing that hand.
Bishop's cheek is cut, and you can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. A solid left hand by Andre Bishop. Bishop's putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. Took a shot, now he gives a left. I hope Reggie Stewart didn't think Andre Bishop wasn't going to throw that right hand. He has no qualms about letting it go. Bishop's able to land a good, solid left hand. How does the power puncher actually use the jab to close the gap against this outside fighter? How does he employ that strategy?
So I think it's a little bit like if you're a carpenter and you're making a table. You take your measuring stick out and you see how much wood you need, how long the table is. Well, same thing. If you're a fighter who wants to get inside with a boxer, you got to see how much distance you have to close. If there's a lot of distance, you need 2 jabs. One is not going to work.
You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here.
Let's keep that up. Fight on the right for now. Let's show everyone that you still got that power, right?
Listen, I don't want to see you against the ropes. As soon as you feel them ropes, move away.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Little head hunting with the left. Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Reggie Stewart. Well-targeted left hand by Andre Bishop.
There's no need to be on the inside.
Not much action as he just ties up. To the head he goes with a left hand. Able to land the hook to the head. Good right hand by Andre Bishop. He needs more of that. That's a good job by Bishop offensively. Landing his combinations is a key to victory tonight. And there's a right hand by Andre Bishop, and another. That's a good sign. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the word by Andre Bishop. See, Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom. He comes with a straight right hand. He said he was going to do it from the outside, and now he has. He just got to his man.
His opponent had...
What a big shot. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? Impressive. All week long, everybody was talking about the injury to the right hand of Andre Bishop. He just knocked out Reggie Stewart with that right hand.
Isaac, which Bishop brother hits harder?
Which Bishop brother hits harder? That's your question? I get these people. Well, neither one of them can punch like me. I can guarantee you that. But between the two of them, well, I'd say little Andre hits harder. I mean, the jailbird's washed up now, and he was a genuine contender. But the big baby, well, the big baby has always been a pretender.
It doesn't get better than a good old-fashioned, meaningful heavyweight fight in Vegas. Glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, coming to you at the site of so many great heavyweight fights through the years, the Thomas and Mack Center.
Let's
Tonight,
have a good, clean fight.
Andre Bishop
Touch
takes
him up and
on
let's go.
Dwight Cooper.
Remember,
A lot of confidence coming from Andre Bishop as he starts round number. Cooper catches Bishop clean, and oh no, there's blood over the right eye. Andre Bishop is now in a tough spot.
Well, his cornerman's going to have to take care of it. The cutman's going to have to stop that bleeding, but that has to serve as a warning of things to come. Be aware now. Be better.
Bishop snapping that jab. Now we see that cut, and that's become a very inviting target.
He has to make sure that he doesn't only see that cut, though, because he might get a little over-anxious, get a little heavy only on that side.
Bishop with a nice combination, a good old 1-2 landing on Dwight Cooper. Andre Bishop, he's been working hard on that jab, has Bishop, and here he's putting it to good use. Is it a very underrated defensive strategy against a power puncher to be an inside fighter, to actually get in there and smother a guy?
No, actually, instinctively, you know, nature tells you when there's something you should be scared of, and I think you should be scared of a power puncher. Usually you want to stay away from it, and you give him room to catch you. Really what you have to do is realize through experience and teaching that if you're close, if you're in the eye of the storm, you can negate that power.
Good jab by Cooper. Good headshot by Andre Bishop. That's a damaging blow. Teddy, I don't think he's got visions of sticking around too long. He's landed power punches early.
Yeah, he wants to make it a quick night's work.
A well-targeted hook to the head by Andre Bishop.
Just like that, just like that.
Dwight Cooper's left hook landed the most damaging blow of this fight. And the blood above Andre Bishop's right eye is becoming much more substantial. That's a bad cut.
Now the corner has to do their work. But the fighter, I usually don't say this, but he has to go out there and not worry about winning this round so much. He has to worry about defense. Don't get touched on that cut anymore. Give the work that the corner man did a chance to get the job done. Get that medicine into the cut.
Beginning of round number 2 here, and let's see how long that cut over the right eye can stay patched up. Gus Carisi was working on it for the full 60 seconds after that first round, but who knows if it'll maintain itself. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Cooper. The other day when we were talking to Andre Bishop, he said to have success in this fight, I have to land combinations. He landed a good one there. See, this is exactly what Andre Bishop's corner has been telling him. You got to keep those hands up. You have to protect that cut. He cannot allow Cooper to have a target to go after. Good 1-2 from Bishop. He landed that right hand flush against Cooper. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Blocks the headshot. Nice strike after catching one by Cooper. Blocks that punch. Bishop now utilizing that jab against Cooper. Cooper's left landing well. You remember when Andre Bishop was a good, hard-charging middleweight prospect? He was a great combination puncher. That's what he's doing now as a heavyweight here. Bishop able to land solidly against Cooper. You see him timing that double jab to the head. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Goes up top with a right hand.
Don't stop. Don't stop. You gotta keep working. You can get ahead, but you gotta keep working. Listen, I want you to pick his jabs. When he throws a jab, parry it away.
And round number 3 is underway. There's Cooper putting out that jab. You can see the trouble that Bishop has had with it. 2 snapping jabs by Andre Bishop. Good right hand. Bishop's been able to hit that target with that straight punch consistently all night long.
Yeah, and he's gotten a little bit of help because his opponent starts leading with those wide shots, and he steps right inside him, right into the eye of the storm.
Great combination from Bishop.
Head movement, head movement. Keep that head moving.
Not 1, but 2. Good work with the jab up top. What a damaging blow. Nice hook upstairs. Halfway through this round here. See Andre Bishop, that training really paid off. Just back to basics with the 1-2, boom, boom. Bishop so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing.
You're outthinking him, that's it.
That's as good as it gets right there. A crushing uppercut by Andre Bishop. It's one thing for the corner of Andre Bishop to tend to that cut between rounds, but Bishop himself has to protect it, and he's doing a good job of blocking punches that are targeting it from Cooper. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. You see he comes over the top with that right hand, a real solid shot.
All night long, Dre. This is your fight. All night long. You're in control.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Cooper's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. Cooper's able to land a nice, clean left hand. And he ties up on the inside.
1, 2.
Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
You can see Andre Bishop now is employing a lot of defense. He has those hands up high, trying to protect that cut eye. Looks to the head. He gets off with a combination up top. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Scored well up top. Very accurate with the overhand right. Cooper's left working well that time. That's what Andre Bishop wants to do right there, land the right hand. Andre Bishop needs to be so careful right now that the ref doesn't stop that fight because Cooper is, wow, he got demolished like that was a wrecking ball. One punch power ends the evening. You gotta love that. Well, he only went down once. Unfortunately, he stayed down. Cooper's flattened here in our main event. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a...
DL has agreed to a fight between you and Kobe Nichols. If we beat Nichols, we'll be in the top 10.
What are the conditions?
He says there aren't any.
There's always conditions with DL.
I'm sure we'll find out what they are. But we really need this fight.